Manu. Lovely turn. And here comes Chakoroma now, trying to find Goma. But Bosso will take it through McKinnon. Leonard Chiko. It's no problem at all for Ted Yesbaye. And Diamonds will try and polish it from the back. Beautiful touchdown there from Goma. Brett can't comprehend well. Ray Loga Jr. does well to control Bosso. And Masibera will save the situation for the Diamond Miners. Corner kick number 1. Tandy has come to take it for Bosso. Well, it's Mbeba. Fire! Just can't be able to wrap it completely round his foot there. Look at that, played short. Left footer should have probably swayed a bit more to the left in his execution of that move there. Well, the ball goes out. Looks like there was bad communication between Trevor Mavunga, the left back, and the goalkeeper. Look at that situation, yeah? You might think it didn't wholly go over from this angle, but the far side assistant, polite Dube, says it did go. So it's a corner, second one for Bosso in 4 minutes. It's loads of pressure from the black and white. It's taken short. El Shema Farase! Well, Brighton Manire has got a knack of wanting to soar and score. He loves doing that. Very unlucky. Him, together with Mbongeni Ndlovu, will be mostly the targeted individuals, coupled with the vice captain, Peter Mdua. They're the giants in that Bosso team. Better. Loads of speed he possesses. Look at that. On the far side, the cross will come. Ariel Savanda. She's equal to that task. Leonard Chikua, adjudged to have come from an offside position to receive that. Chakoroma, in defensive midfield position for the Diamond Miners. Chisi. Amidu is cup all the way down. Makes amends, but still with a blind pass. Amidu. Ngoma, Donald. Onto the far side, it's played. Still Diamonds. Farai, Banda. Chakoroma. Nice little triangles in the middle of the park, and it's now played to the outlet. Masibera on the near side. But Faera He's been a marvel in the last 3 games or so for Highlanders. Was man of the match in their win last week against the Rentals. He's another man who's really in top gear. MANICA. Ngube, scorer of that match-winning overhead kick against the Rentals. Tucks it back. Mudua. It's a beautiful 30-meter pass, that. Amidou. Masibera on the near side. Doesn't tuck it well. The referee says there was an open-footed challenge by Tawanda Chisi. There it is. Whichever way you want to call it, the push or the shove rather from Masibera, or the open foot, whichever way it was. Andrew Mbeba coming all the way from the right back position to come through. He fancies himself so much with these standard situations, and even in this regard, I think he's going to try and curl that one. There it comes. But there are giants in that defense for Diamonds. Chisi, Trevor Mavunga, Chakoroma. Anything in the air, they'll deal with it well. Farai Banda trying to incite. Shot from Amidou, snapshot, but was always soaring. Lovely loft, headed down by Chisi. Barrow now, who played onto Ngoma. Last touch was by Mbongeni Ndlovu. And it's going to be a throw for Diamonds on the near side. Clearance will come. Mishore will aid it. Good time by Mafunga. Better reaction by Mishore. Lovely tackle that has come through from Mavunga. MANICA sends it through for Linef. The goalkeeper gets off his line on time. Left-sided centre-back plays a beautiful pass to Amidou. It was a good switch, just didn't have the weight it required. Fira will go up front and add the numbers in midfield, whilst MANICA will keep it steady and shape here at the back. Tuck back, playing to Mbongeni Ndlovu. Beautiful move by Highlanders, blind pass. As Chisi goes down from a Leonard challenge. It's evident, isn't it, that these are the two teams that have really been exuding the best football in the country in the last 14, 15 weeks or so. Very cautious in their approach, very, very cautious, knowing very well the huge implications if anyone snoozes in this game. So nearly you could have called for a corner, but the last touch was by El Shamar Farasi in that instance. So going to be a goal kick for Diamonds. Chakoroma. Could this be his year? Donald Goma. Oh, it's an array of stars, isn't it? This Diamond side. It's all about glitter and shine. The players that are there, the name of the team, it's Diamonds. Lunga will loft a beautiful one for Shamar. Well, that was the best way they could deal with that situation. Look at that. Beautiful loft. Shamar baying for some blood there. So nearly beating 3 men with 1 gallop. Fire. Lovely touch to McKinnon Mushore, but Russell will win it. Throw. Fire. Can he get the return pass? Instead, McKinnon will opt for inside. Shorel, a great chance! Barca still! So nearly! So nearly! MANICA Diamonds survived by the skin of their teeth. Beautiful turn by Leonard Chiku, and look at that, bang! Okay, the save was made by Pae, but the quickest reaction was by El Shamar Farasi. The setup, a second one there for Leonard, just going wide. As Bossa waited on the far side. Little touch. It's a battle. Masibera's stumble not going down well with the Highlanders fans. They think he was beaten for strength in that instance. Look at that, a tumble by Masibera, and Mushore had the goal at his mercy. Ever since the resumption of the matches in July the 1st, Highlanders have not scored in open play, just from standard situations. Bello beating 2 men on the near side. It's in his DNA. Dribbling and speed are in his DNA. And he just gave us a tip of the iceberg of that instance. Fire. It's a jewel that we're going to be enjoying on this near side. Yeah, Beto against Fire with a wonderful and awesome technical exploits that are depicted by Fire. And it's a beautiful pass through to Mshore. Cross will come. And no takers. And no takers for Highlanders. Well, in other matches when Bossa make a raid like that, you'd normally have Peter Mdua also joining into attack. But I think the message from Coach Brito today has been, let's be a bit cautious. Because I'm sure when that flight came through from McKinnon was obviously anticipating for a run to be made. MANICA going down. Free kick is this. Chikua, touch back. Bungeni Ndlovu. Masibera will clear. Amidu will do well. Brett Amidu has been playing very well as a midfielder, playing behind the striker Ngoma. Coming to Ngoma's aid very well in most situations. As MANICA Ncube has possession now for Bosso. Beautiful thwarts. Still Bosso. But they'll do well, Diamonds. And Barrow comes to play the dual function in defense. Amidu. Beautiful crossfield ball, finding Brian Chiquenyo on the left flank. And it's another beautiful long pass. Amidu now! Testing Siranda. Jesse. Amidu, Barrow, tucks in, tucks out. Little tap, in, out, on the flank, on the byline. Tends to do a little too much, I must say, Barrow, but he's got wonderful skill, great speed he possesses. MANICA, the return pass, Notas. Crisp, Masibera, a little drop in the shoulder. Masibera, crossfield ball, beautiful touch, Diamonds. But it's a great escape. Brighton Manire. And Ray Lunga is galloping away on the far side. El Shamal Farasi. Lovely return pass. Brighton Manire had his shirt tucked there. Well, it just goes to depict the intensity of this game, doesn't it? Obviously living to its pre-match billing. And look at that. Little run, little tug. Great display of a game of football for Zimbabwe. Wonderful advertisement for the top draw league in the country. And of course, this is the pinnacle of Zimbabwe's football. This is the apex level. Let's get to see two standard situation specialists in the form of MANICA Ncube, and that's a lot. Andrew Meva. My word. Destined for the top left-hand corner of Teddy Aspire's goal. And Baye had to draw some Spider-Man antics, but here's Lunga Jr. A chance for Bosso. Look at that once again. Lunga with a first cracker. But it was just Reset there. And then another shot. Chakoroma onto the far side. Beautiful return pass. Brett Amidu laying it on for Chakoroma there. Ray Lunga, a bit subdued in the last two games, but today he's really the live wire he is. MANICA and Ngube. Lovely touch. Getting to find Bongeni Ndlovu. Lovely loft. And Lina, there's a goal, it's Mercy. Ball bounced awkwardly there. And Mercy better to clear. MANICA in support of Mudua. Bongeni Ndlovu does well. Mushore finding fire. Lovely lay on. Townley challenge from Chissy. The throw on the near side. Ray. Beautiful run, beautiful turn. Faera. The cross will come, but done, read very well there. Manire, Farasi. Bossa now, Leon. Mushore. And he'll sky his effort. Bosso doing everything right in the book to make sure that they exert loads of pressure. Look at that. Beautiful hold. Lovely lay on. Doing everything right. All but just getting to rattle the back of the net. Past halfway through this first half as Amudu collects. Ngoma. Cult hero in Tanzania where he used to play for young Africans. And it's a great ball now for Diamonds on the far side. Chikwenye, what was he thinking in that instance? Look at that. Yeah, just a shade too slow there. Bit of a miscommunication. Beba and company on the far side. Manire placed the Lineth. Open-footed challenge. Look at that situation. Yeah, Lineth, it was way, way high. Way, way high. That boot's opened. Mafunga getting to find Jeffrey Takunda. Central defensive midfield. Amidu to Masibera now. Cool as a cucumber. Stolen by Chikua. Mushore lays it on for Lineth. Beba getting ready with the free kick. Remember, just moments ago, he missed the top left-hand corner. Well, this time he might not want to go for goal himself, but set it up. Mudua is there. Manire is there. Again, he's there! And it's a goal! Madua! Situation specialists, aren't they? Highlanders Chilaboy Bosso score through Peter Madua, and this is their 5th goal from a standard situation ever since the resumption of the matches. Bosso in control now, and it looks like we might have a match on our cards. Beto. Leonard Chikua, hard running. He's really a Trojan for his black and white clad outfit. Let's see how Downs will respond to this one. Madua will clear. Kenya on the far side, Chakoroma now finding Amidu. Good lay on for Masibera. Chakoroma. Masibera. Well read by Fire. Mushori will go up and win that one for Bosso, does he? Playing the ball on the ground. Farah, look at that. And oh, Masibera. He was the first one to elbow his opponent there. Chisi, beautiful touch onto the far side. Ngoma. Beaten to that by Farah. It's confirmation of the goal. Peter Madua on 26 minutes. Scoring for Bosso. Teddy Aspire, not much he could do with that ball that was just fumbled in. But whichever way you're going to be able to describe it, a goal is a goal. Bundled in, fumbled in. Well, Diamonds have been pretty decent, I must say. Save for that goal, they've really done their build-ups well. Taken the ball to the flanks. Maybe the cross is not having the precision as expected. But they're showing why they are there in the top 3 of the Castle like a Premier Soccer League. No doubt about that. Long ball forward. Mavunga. And it's way, way too long. Way, way too long. Past half an hour. Bosso leading Manica Diamonds by 1-0. So that man there is only let in 4 goals whole season. From the 16 games played, only 4 goals. Pero makes a run, but Fire. Oh, what a find for Bossa. Oh, what a man on left back for Bossa. Look at that. Very few defenders on the local scene can be able to match Bero, but it looks like Fire has said, I'm here, and for Bosso's cause, you will not go anywhere. So it's a man who's also done well between the sticks for Bosso, organizing his defense. Chance. Bosso will defend. In the later stages of the game, Highlanders played against the Rentals. There was that call from a corner where they thought they had scored the Rentals, but Highlanders defending so resolutely. It's one aspect about Highlanders, they really switch on. They really put on their defensive caps well when the need arises. Masi Bera. Lovely touch. Lovely loft, Chissy. Finding the gangling Donald Gomez. Fire. Looking for options. Chakoroma will win it. Farai Banda. Pretty quiet by his standards. It's a fight on that far side. Tandy losing his long legs to just shield that ball away. Mbeba is such a marvel on that far side. He is a real crowd favorite. Andrew Mbeba doing so well for Highlanders on the far side, providing the assist as well. So it's 2 assists, 3 assists for Andrew, and a goal for him in Bosso's last 4 games. Can you imagine? Right back. Assisted for MANICA as they scored that winner against Caps United. Assisted 2 today. Also got to score a goal when they played against Triangle. And remember, that assist as MANICA also scored last weekend against the Rentals. So 3 assists and a goal. What more shall I ask? That could be words coming from Baltimore Brito, the Highlanders gaffer. But it's still MANICA Diamonds in possession now. They need to find an answer. 10 more minutes remain. Well, the intention there was to pick Farai Banda on the far side. Former Black Rhinos, left back, one of the most sought after left footers in the country, Farai Banda. In fact, I'll tell you that Archford Fire and Farai Banda are 2 of the most gifted left footers on the local scene. If it wasn't for Zemura, who's now playing in Italy, and also likes of Ronald Fubizai playing in South Africa, surely one of them could have been claiming a spot for the Warriors as they return to action. But of course, you remember the Chan competitions are going to be taking place soon in September. So they're some of the first names that will obviously be on the coaches list. Breakaway, McKinnon Mushore. Taksin, Mushore! Should have released. Should have released. Look at that. He had options. He had Lynn up there. He had also Ray on the far side. And here come Diamonds. The cross, nobody to take on the near side. And Bongeni Ndlovu. Right place, right time, all the time, Bongeni Ndlovu. Omnipresent in that Highlanders rear. Mudua. Ariel Sabanda. Mudua, the goal scorer. Could he be the unlikely hero if it ends like this today? Oozes with intelligence and confidence. That's one aspect about Mudua I really fancy. Fire. Very much unlike him, failing to control and conduct the ball. Masibera with a quick throw. Beautiful pass and tack, Trevor Mavunga there. Masibera finding the gangling figure of Ngoma. But Highlanders are resolute. I think that's one aspect about them. If they are to win this league, Chikua, beautiful tuck back. Chikua still. Ah, this is the Trojan, isn't he? Mishore doesn't bring in the cross, plays it to Melikaya instead. Fire. He's got the left foot. El Shema Farasi, a bit dim today, but I'd say still there in the thick of things. El Shema Farasi, Leon for Fire. Hits. Chilamoya, but just can't be able to rattle the net for the second time in this half. Manire just couldn't keep it low there. Just couldn't keep it low. Ngoma, beautiful jump, soaring well. And Brad setting up on the far side. One great aspect is that the Diamonds will not stop shining. They may be a goal to nil down, but they will not stop shining. Ngoma, he's the man on the picture there. He's really been doing so well. As we steadily go into the last 5 minutes of the first half, Highlanders leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of that 26th minute strike that came through from Peter Mudua, the vice captain. I don't know how best we can be able to describe that goal. Wonderfully set up by Mbeba, eluding everybody in that MANICA Diamonds defense. And Highlanders actually had about 3-4 players who could have had a hand in, had a chance to score. But the last touch coming through from the vice captain. And bang, went in. Mbeba, steady gallop on the far side. Low, inviting cross. Chakoroma finding Brett Amidu. I think this partnership has really been doing well. Brett and Chakoroma. El Shema Farasi. Loads of theatrics up his sleeve. complaining to the match official, complaining to Tavani Bamala, saying that, come on, you really should have given that to us. Maybe given a card. But all the same, Highlanders can restart through Madua. Bongeni Ndlovu return pass. Madua, he loves doing that. Steadily encroaching into the opponent's defensive third. Not well read by Lunga there. The two musketeers on the far side, El Shamar Farasi, Ray Lunga. Farasi plays just behind Leonard Chikua, but a little bit inclined to Lunga. And those diminutive men are a menace to any defense. Mavunga, lovely touch, Chisi. Jeffrey Takunda. As they play a long one, finding Amidu. Manire comes from his right side to come and assist the left's cause. Ray, Lunga, and Malikaya Mube will play a beautiful ball to Fire. Great control, Fire. Looking for options. Neatly does it with a 1-2 with Mishore there. Goma. It come all the way inside to receive, only for the ball to be played long. Beautiful turn. Lenef! Caught offside. Oh, no doubt about that. Highlanders are really on fire. They've really got all their wits intact, have put their ducks in a row, and really mean business. Amidu. That's another duel that's so exciting in the middle of the park. Amidu and Manire. Cross is blocked, and here's the exciting Lunga. Beats Farai Banda for speed. And it doesn't go down well with the predominantly Highlander supporters in this field. They think Banda was beaten there, but the referee thinks otherwise. Crossfield ball, trying to find Bero. Great connection. Oh, wonderful connection from Bero there. Well, I must say it's really exciting what we're witnessing here at Battlefield Stadium. The duels, Bero against Faira, Amidu. Look at that. Masibera against Mishore. Linath Chikua up against Tawanda Chisi. On the far side, Banda against Ray Lunga. They're very interesting duels. Wonderful matchups. Mishore against Masibera. Beautiful cry of turn. And here's Linath now, Chisi in attendance. El Shamar Farasi up against Mavunga. See, everybody is paired well. And it's setting up some tantalizing moments in this game here. And here we are at the end of the first half, at the end of a very, very exciting first half. Islanders leading Manica Diamonds by a goal to nil. Vice captain Peter Mudua leading from the front and just tucking in on 26 minutes. 1-0, we go for the break.
talk about Highlanders passionately.
Okay.
Yeah. So, stand up. So you're going to hold it like this, a bit lower.
It is half-time at Barberfield Stadium. It's match day 16 in the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. And our feature match right here on ZTN Prime. It's Highlanders taking on MANICA Diamonds. It's not the only match that's going on. We'll be talking about the other games that are going on, but match day 16 got underway yesterday. But today our focus is on Highlanders and MANICA Diamonds. In studio, I'm joined by two former Caps United players, Limited Chikafa and David Sengo. They both Caps and Caps United. I'm sure you guys were watching that first half. I think you kind of rolled back the hands of time. You know, you feel like you want to get in there because of, you know, what you were seeing on the pitch. How's been the first half, though?
Oh yeah, I think so far so good. Impressive, I would say, maybe from both teams. I think maybe from Highlanders, you can see the relentless attack right from the onset. I know Highlanders, I think they've been like this for, I think for some time now. I think in the first 45 minutes, you can see how the work that they put actually in search of that goal. Normally, I think Highlanders, they are doing it pretty well. You find that each and every time when they score, right, fine, they can relax, they can sit back, they change the way they play. But I think from the onset, when you see them playing, especially with Melekaya right now, right, they've got Ray right now who is so lively right from the right flank there. I think they've been doing so well. I think for the last 25-30 minutes that we saw, especially in the first half, coming to MANICA Diamonds as well. I think they've got their own share of the possession. With Brett Amidu, he's also doing well at the moment. He's the one player whom I've seen who has become lively so far. Each time they are involving him, they are actually coming up with something that you can see that they want to attack and, you know, get a goal at the end of the day. I'm impressed with the way the two teams are playing. The game is just flowing. Highlanders, they are in control of the game, and you cannot rule MANICA Diamonds as well. They are in there. They are in the game as well.
David, you kind of would think maybe Highlanders after 45 minutes could have easily been 3-0 up.
Yeah, especially whenever they get a set piece in dangerous areas, because they know exactly what they do. I think they've mastered, you know, something that they can, you know, get goals from set pieces, and as long as Andrew Mbeba is there, they know they can get something out of it. And if you look at the set piece that he took, you know, perfectly, and they know how to attack it. Most of the Highlanders players, you can find good. If it misses one, there is another one who can have it. If it misses two, there is another one as well. So obviously they are practicing, you know, something like that, because their strike force is blunt, to be honest. And past 45 minutes, I haven't seen a shot on target from the Highlanders strike force. So obviously Highlanders have mastered the thing of having set pieces and getting goals. And if you look at the past 4 games, now today, the 5th game, they've been getting all their goals from set pieces, and that has worked well for them. And I think it's now a weapon, you know. So obviously, if teams are not careful, they can continue with that trajectory of getting goals from set pieces.
I know, Limited, we're going to talk about, you know, some points during this game that we saw, even MANICA Diamonds at their moments. Yes. But when you look at Highlanders, I know you guys really love this set play that they are employing, and they're utilizing it. But I think it's only a matter of time before teams, you know, start to understand the way Highlanders play. What then after that? Because open play, we haven't seen much.
Yeah, I think it's high time Highlanders now, they need to evolve, especially from the strikers. They need to come up with goals. They need to come in with at least 1 or 2. We have seen, like David said, yeah, For the past 4 or 5 games now, we are seeing just Highlanders scoring from set pieces, and not many goals that are coming at the end of the day. Maybe one, at most maybe two. But once other teams have mastered that art, I think it's going to be difficult for Highlanders. But also, we cannot take anything away from Highlanders, because this is, I think, it's not a fluke, right, that they are doing this, because they are doing it week in, week out, which means it's something that they are practicing, something that they are doing. So we need also teams that are organized at the end of the day, which can at least cancel Highlanders out, not to consider, especially free kicks in dangerous position like David had alluded. I think they've got very good free kick takers in Andrew Mbeba, they've got MANICA as well. And once they whip in those crosses, they have got also bodies also in the attacking zones who can also as well take on those free kicks. You have seen it from the likes of Peter. They are good in aerial tussles. They are strong. You know, he's one player whom I feel deserves a lot of mention. He's one guy who is physically and mentally strong. Each and every time you see him play, you know, he comes up with so much for Highlanders. And I think for Highlanders right now, I think we need a different dimension. We need to see more of Highlanders, especially in open play, than more to do with set pieces or dead balls. Yes, they've got dead ball specialists, but I think they need to do more, if not much, actually, in this in the run of play.
It's match day 16 in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. Our match is coming from Barberfield Stadium, and it's Highlanders that the log leaders are taking on MANICA Diamonds. 1-0 to Highlanders, 26th minute goal from Peter Mudua. They won a free kick on the near side. It was whipped in by Andrew Mbeba, and the ball was just bundled into the net by Peter Mudua. So MANICA Diamonds, yes, completely overrun in the first half. We haven't seen much in terms of going forward. Is it because in midfield they are not moving the ball that much? Because they've got Liberty Chakoroma, they've got Brett Amidu, but we haven't seen much from these two guys.
I think, Howard, the issue is to do with compactness. You know, MANICA Diamonds are worried about players that are playing wide, who are not even doing anything for Highlanders. Mshore and Ray Lunga, they are just there. They are not giving Highlanders anything. And for MANICA Diamonds, I think it's a plus. I thought maybe Farai Banda would, you know, be bombarding forward more. You know, Pero on the other side, going as well past Archford Fighter. But it looks like Fighter has got a better, you know, game than Pero, because he's going forward, but he's not bringing anything for Highlanders as well. But for MANICA Diamonds, they are playing far wide apart. Branch Cueva as well on the left is playing wide on the left, but remember, he's a left back. He's not opening up, you know, that space for Farai Banda to go. Then Liberty Chakoroma playing central midfield. Lawrence Masbera as well playing as a right wing back. You know, whenever MANICA has got possession, he's coming into the midfield, which is doing well. But Brett now,
we have seen MANICA Diamonds whenever they are on song. You see guys like Chikweva, you see Masibera, they will be moving forward. But today they are static.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why there's no MANICA Diamonds that we have seen for the past weeks that can cause problems for any team. Remember last week they scored in the death, and they've done that most of the time, scoring at the death. But look, this is Highlanders who are good at defending, especially if you look at their back four. After 10-15 minutes, you find they're going to bring in another centre back. After 25 minutes to 30, they'll bring another centre back as well. Then, obviously, MANICA will not get past that Highlanders Juro, and they haven't taken many shots. I think I saw Brett's shot, which was on target. That was the only shot that they took. And Brett is playing far away from Donald Ngoma, and it's very difficult for Donny to keep the ball and waiting for the midfielders to come, because they are not playing as a team. Compactness is not even there. They are not even pushing forward, because Bero is staying on the line, Branch Cueva as well is staying on the line. So obviously it's very difficult for Donald to create space for himself.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I think what we are seeing right now from MANICA Diamond, I think, is the combatants, like David said. We spoke about it earlier on. each time Manica Diamond are involving Brett Amidu and Bello, I think they are actually coming up with, you know, some meaningful attacks, and you find that Donald is a lonely figure up there. Once they don't push up, once they don't support him, I think they right now, I think maybe they are missing a lot on Binzi. One person I think who is mobile, you need mobility, especially when you're up front there. Once you're static with those guys, the likes of Peter, I think you are doing them so much favor. You're playing to their advantage at the end of the day. So you need to move around. You need to come short to receive the ball. If you are Donald, link up with your midfield so that you move as a team when you're defending, and also going forward, you also need to be with your midfielders. I think for they need to Manica Diamond, they need also now to involve a lot more Barrow, more Brett Amidu for them to get something. They don't need to be bypassed those guys if you are there to come out at the end of the day.
All right, match day 16 in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. Well, there are 4 games around Zimbabwe, and this one, our featured match, Highlanders leading Manica Diamonds by a goal to nil. And Shesham taking on Black Rhinos at the Bata Stadium in Gweru. It's goalless at half-time. Simba Bora playing against ZPC Kariba. They are down by a goal to nil at half-time there. And FC Platinum away to Wange the Colliery. It's still goalless at half-time. This is what's going on around the country. Just one more game that has seen a goal there. ZPC Kariba coming good. They are playing away from home, but they are leading by a goal to nil against Simba Bora.
Oh yeah, I think on that one again we were talking about it. You know, the problem I think now with our most of our clubs is, you know, is the inconsistency. You know, there's a lot of teams. You find, we were talking about it even yesterday, Yada, after beating FC Platinum, they are going out losing it, chicken in. You know, you cannot tell really what these teams want. Simba Bora, they played good football last week. They beat Ngezi Platinum, and today they are already a goal down, most likely to go down again to ZPC Kariba. So you find
it's not only those, eh? You look at the results from yesterday. Blaue Chiefs, 2 games of the trot, they've been winning. They have a big victory, 3-0 at Gibbo Stadium, and they lose to Herento.
So you see that all these results that are coming up at the end of the day, and the inconsistency that is coming from these clubs, they are actually, you know, to Highlanders' advantage. Highlanders, they are up there, you know, they are just, I think, maybe on the apex, you know, they are lonely, like people are saying, you know.
Yeah. All right. So second half coming up, Highlanders taking on Manica Diamonds. At half time, it was Highlanders 1, Manica Diamonds 0.
Setup that has been created here. Mudua finding Beba. It's going to be a throw for the Diamonds on the near side. Ngoma with a good chance at goal. Don't know why he stopped in his tracks to make that 5-meter sprint. The referee says it's a foul throw from Farai Banda, such a seasoned and accomplished left back. Foul throw at this level. Maybe it's the pressure of the moment. Pressures of the occasion. Banda will clear. Teguru is a shade too slow. This time you have a nick at that ball and the clearance will come. It's turning into like a physical battle, this. Throw on the near side, Mbebe to take. Plays it all the way to Ariel Sabanda. Oh, great confidence there. Bongeni Ndlovu. Oh, my word. Mudua. It's Manire rather as Mbeba will hoof it forward. Amidu connects. Lovely touch. Ngoma. Not enough white shirts to complement his efforts, I must say. You'll swing it to Teguru on the near side. Something should happen for Diamonds. Yeah! The cross. But eludes everybody. And Barrow's antics on the far side, a little too much to contain for Farah. Look at that, the cross comes in. Barrow connecting, a little shimmy to the right, and then he turns to his left. And Farah could, just have a trailing leg. So it's a free kick for Diamonds in an extremely promising position. Well, Highlanders have scored 5 via standard situations. Can Diamonds be able to take a leaf off that? That is the big question. They've got gangling figures who can be able to take it if it comes on the air. Chakoroma is out, but Ngoma is there. Masibera is there. It's played low. Don't know why they played low. They obviously enjoy some aerial supremacy and advantage. I don't know why was intention played low. Looked like it was aimed for Jeffrey Takunda there. Nevertheless, corner kick. Scores high. No problem at all for Ariel Subanda. Only breached 4 times in 16 games. What a record. El Shamar Farasi. Farasi now. Plays on to Junior. Lunga. Trying to lay it on for Lenneth. Thwarted in his tracks. Very clever run around the marker by Ray Lunga in that instance. Chikua, touch back, Mbeba with an orthodox cross. Fira improvising well, the cross will come, but no black and white shirts on the near post. MANICA and Libe, he's such a marvel, isn't he? Mudua doesn't like taking chances, no clever defending. I think these are attributes and aspects that are so enshrined in his DNA that buoy and spur Highlanders to do well. When he's on the field of play, he means business. Highlanders vice-captain Peter Mdua. No wonder why he was the man to open up the scoring when it had become so tight for Chilamoy. Melikai finding his twin central midfield partner. Wonderful lay on. Lunga. Guilty party and just having a nudge on Amidu there. Banda. Look at that, yeah? No, it is El Shamar Farasi rather from that replay. Who came up with that nudge? Ngoma. Goes down. Highlanders feeling that was a bit too soft. Third free kick for MANICA Diamonds in the last 7 minutes in a promising position. Shows you the relentless efforts they're making to try and restore this game to parity. Substitutes Pascal Mananga. Still doing okay, must say. Beautiful touch there on the near side. Teguru. Oh. Thwarted. And Mbeba has a chance to restart for Bosso. Teguru. Pretty exciting on this near flank. Onto the far side, Bero now. Loads of energy. There, beats his marker cleanly. Can the cross come? Yes, it does, but looks like Bongeni Ndlovu has done well in providing the cover. And yes, Fire, a little too much carrying, but wins the referee's decision. Mudua. Back to Ariel. Bongeni Ndlovu. Mushore tumbles as he anticipates to receive that, and so Amidu will pick it up, conducting the MANICA orchestra. Well, he'll always be a tricky customer, Bero. When he's on song, when things are going his way, he'll be able to brush off any marker that comes his way. Bosso on the far side. Mushore wanting to make calf turn, and here's a chance for Bosso. Mushore just a little over carry that, but immediately they win possession. And Bero will capitalize and uses acceleration to advantage. Mananga's anticipated strike blocked. Farasi will play down the line. Diamonds will pick up the pieces. Throw for Diamonds. Last touch was by Ngoma. And Tabani Pamala is drawing loads of criticism from the Highlanders faithful, but look, he's the man in charge and has seen it appropriately so. Well, Diamonds are now going to be taking off Ngoma. Panashim Tasa coming in. Highlanders will clear. Fire. Beautiful tuck inside. Lovely complimentary pass onto Mshore. El Shamar Farasi. Return pass to Mshore. An emphatic clearance from Diamonds. Mananga. Well, looks like the plan for Diamonds now is to just come in with neat little touches. Teguru alleged to have played the ball out. So it's going to be a goal kick for Bosso. Slowly nearing the hour mark. Masibera. Open-footed challenge by Fire, and I think as they clashed on the ball, Fire pushing down. Well, a few pushes and shouts. Don't know if there were a little fist thrown there, but well, it's an ugly scene developing on the far side. Mbeba coming all the way from the right back position to probably protect his players. Fire as he was making that open-footed challenge. Yeah, see that situation. And Banda was injured right at the top of his foot there. And Tabani Babala smiling as he gives Mbeba a yellow card. But the Islanders faithful are livid. They're just not fascinated by the developments that have taken place on the far side. I like the way Bamala is just asking everybody to keep their cool, asking everybody to exude professionalism, asking even the fans to just keep enjoying the action. After all, it is a Sunday afternoon's game. Banda. Mananga, a bit of a heavy touch, but Banda to his rescue. Amidu. Pushed by El Shamar Farasi, and tumbles. Andrew Beba, the yellow card confirmation of that. Three assists and a goal for Highlanders, Andrew Mbeba. And Mshore breaks away on the far side, but it's a little too much for him. Over an hour played, Highlanders leading by a goal to nil. Ntasa. Teguru. The cross will come. And Ariel Sabanda goes airborne to clutch. Beautiful chest down that by Mshore. And an equally wonderful lay-on for Fire. Oh, Bamala. Thinking that was a bit too soft from Fire. Look at that fall from Farah. But the referee saying, no, that was a little too soft, my boy. Get up and go on, it's a man's game. Farah getting ready to come up with a throw on the far side. Miscued effort. Tawanda Chisi. Loads of pressure mounting on the MANICA Diamonds defense. And Baye has to reorganize his defense as they plan to defend this corner. Highlanders fans at the swimming pool end, rising into song and dance, obviously smelling, obviously sniffing that something can work out from the standard situation. A corner from Andrew Mbeba. It's a little too sure that. And not much of a threat to Diamonds. Throw by Mbeba on the far side. Straight into the penalty box. Cross will come. Cleared. Highlanders taking all the time in the world, knowing very well that they're in a very comfortable position. Masibere will clear. MANICA and Lube was obviously fancying a situation where he could take a crack. Mujua, an unorthodox dribble on the near side. Well, he's just showing you that he's got one or two up his sleeve. Not only an excellent defender, but also a decent dribbler. Well read. Lovely Leon. Mtasa beats his marker, goes down. Mshore's trailing leg there. But this is good from Highlanders. When they are in defensive mode, everybody knows that they need to thwart. Kiran Mshore coming all the way from the left wing position to come and do the blocking on the right. Very impressive, I must say. Teguru trying to beat his marker, goes round. As always, skying. Like I always emphasize, you're a winger, your job is to go onto the byline, run on that flank, bring in that cross, and from that cross something can work out. The moment you're going to tuck inside and make a run, you're just making life way, way easier for your markers. Basic attacking principles, have width in attack. Amidu finding Jeffrey Takunda in central midfield. Pasca Mananga. So it's a three-man midfield. Mananga, Amidu, Jeffrey. But Highlanders still got loads of runners. Shama Farasi. Ray will control, and control well he does. Mbeba, blind pass, sloughed it on to Teguru. Mananga. Lovely crossfield ball. Teguru. Ariel with a textbook orthodox save for Chilamoya. Lovely touch from Ariel Sabanda there. Lina Chikua. Jeffrey finding Amidu. Melikaya. Manire. Farasi. Manire. Brighton. Banda. Having the captain's armband now after the departure of Chakoroma. It looks like Diamonds are content with coming up with these patient, gradual build-ups. The aerial ball obviously not working for them, so they're going to be played nice, short little touches up until they get to the opposition's defense. But it's that final ball in the attacking third that's eluding them. Lovely head down. Pero wanting to do a little touch and go there. Fire. Beautiful stuff. Mushore. Lovely retention of possession there. Bossa on the far side. Fire. Good, neat little touches on the far side. Obviously under no pressure. Obviously just wanting to keep opposition at bay. Obviously wanting to retain the status quo. Highlanders doing well on the far side. But Diamonds are sly. Diamonds are patient. And the Diamonds know that maybe their time will come. Shikua falls at the most important time. Mushore. That's one aspect about these three musketeers in front. El Shama Farasi, Ray Lunga, as well as McKinnon Mushore. They always come out to defend well. Washington Navaya now coming in for Ray Lunga. Navaya in for Lunga. Well, it's a coach's decision, but on a day like today where Ray Lunga is really on song, I would have saved him and probably asked El Shama to rest, because of course you need to have the energy levels high up there in order to be able to execute movements. But look, the coaches obviously know their players very well. But Lunga today was in top gear, no doubt about that. Of the 4 games he's played after the resumption, I think today was his best. No doubt about that. Wonderful contribution all round with the ball, running off and on the ball. Even the dual function of defending Ray today was just outstanding. Navai is a hard-running player. And there's the Highlanders assistant coaches. Madinda Ndlovu on your left. And they have Antonio Torres in the center. And on the far right there, Joe Lupatla. So two Highlanders legends in the mix. Madinda Ndlovu won the league title with Highlanders in the 80s. Joe Lupatla tasting league championship medals in the early 2000s. So it's a wonderful fusion of the old and the new, experience and youth, both on the technical front and also in the playing personnel. "16 or so minutes remaining in this game. Highlanders leading by a goal to nil. MANICA Diamonds themselves would like to make their last two changes. Talent Chamboko will be coming in for Bero. And also making his way in is Michael Tapera, coming in for Brett Amidu. Mananga looking to set up Mtasa there, but playing it on the center is always not the best option. Flanks always give you good space. Mananga, a little double touch on the far side. Throw by Masibera on the far side. Chisi will connect. Mavunga, lovely loft. Lovely lay on by Banda. It's a corner. Banda, it was swinging away from Ariel's goal. There it comes. Oh, the lay-on was short. And so Mshwari will run. Completely taken there. As the players down, it's McKinnon Mshwari, who's down in agony, and the referee will call upon the medics to get to attend to the young man born and raised in Budiriro, schooled at Mfakose, but having his best moments in the black and white of Highlanders in Bulawayo. Such is the beauty and marvelous aspect of sport. I don't think Fom Shore, as he was growing up, even dreamt that he will be having his name sung by those fans there on the swimming pool end at Barberfield Stadium. I don't think he never anticipated that. But that's football for you. That's sport for you. It's a unifier. It's an integral aspect of bringing people together. Mbeba, El Shama Farasi, great retention of the ball. Chikua. And finally it's played for Navaya. Well, it took too much time, didn't he? Should have just continued with his run onto the byline. Look at that. It took too much time as he was dabbing that ball. But all the same, remember, Highlanders are under no pressure whatsoever. Corner to be taken by Mbeba. Corner kick once again for Boston. Look at that. That's how we have a situation where there is a second corner. There it is. Very unlucky. And he's a man who's got a knack of scoring from his corner kicks. MANICA, a little bit. Oh, just heading wide. Just heading wide. Farasi finding Mshore. Melikaya Ngube setting up fire on the far side. Takin goes out. Mushore doesn't read the complimentary run on the far side. Throw in for Bosso. Clearance, ricochets off Fire. Less than 10 minutes remaining in this game. Let's see if Jairus Tapera's men can be able to work out some magic and salvage something from this encounter. Mavunga, it's a long ball forward. Well dealt with by Mbeba. Lovely turn by Teguru. Little gallop and skip in the process. Can he bring in the cross? He beats his marker cleanly. But Ariel Sabanda reads that one very, very well. That's the issue when you have got experience. Knowing very well how to anticipate as it comes. and Chikua benefits from a slip-up in concentration by the Diamond centre-backs. Well, they recover. It's a long ball forward. Mananga and Chamboko. Couched left foot, he possesses talent. Chamboko, there he is. Lovely setup, finding Mananga. Chamboko. Well, looks like Diamonds have read very, very well that if we're going to try and play power game against Highlanders, they won't succeed. So it's now short, neat, little passes to try and get into the opposition's defensive third. It's working, but it's the final ball to get this sting that's not coming out. Not enough space on the runway or the launch. Madiwa. Showing the lighter side of him. Highlanders vice captain. Of course, I say it, he means business all the time, but he's just saying, I'm also human. Captain Munu, here is just showing off some dancing skills. Ariel doing well to read the game. Good lofts. Manire. But read well by Chisi. Mavung. Madananga. Mananga wins possession, a little flick. Trying to find Chamboko, doesn't really work out. Tassa on the far side. Short, neat little passes. Mananga leaves it for Chamboko. Teguru, tricky customer is. But Highlanders read that one very well. And a sliding tackle to salvage. A temporary stop. Highlanders, as they see, there's Brito asking his lads to think better, asking his lads to use more of their brains, compelling his charges, making sure that they are psychologically equal to the task. Temporary stoppage, as we see the medics attending to the far side, Archford Fire. And as we reach the twilight stages of this game, Highlanders, as they usually do, will want to close shop. Look at that lovely gallant run. Fire, again taking a tumble. Just clips to show you the physicality of this game. Look at that. Looks like it's even the oval-shaped ball of rugby you'd be mistaken to think is that. One or two tackles from behind, not only with the legs but with the hands as well. Pharisee winning possession on the near side, but it's a little too much. And a foul on Banda. Masibera. Can they get something going their way? Michael Tapera. Brought down by Mshore. Oh, Mshore trying to buy a bit more time there by just pushing the ball away, and the ref obviously not delighted with that. As the ball flighted in, but cleared well by Navaya. Mananga doing well to orchestrate the little triangles, little short passes there. Otago trying to do a little too much there. And Chisi will go into the referee's book for the little stamp on Navaya. Yellow, correctly issued to Tawanda Chisi. Smart nibble that, if you ask me, by Chisi. But the experience of Tabani Pamala got the better of the situation, and here's why he gets into the black book. So for Highlanders, Mason Mushore is going to be making his way in. El Shama Farasi, the diminutive live wire for Bosso, will be calling it a day. Mason Mushore coming in. That's Coach Brito, obviously delighted with the contribution by the young man, even though he wasn't at his best today. Wasn't at his best, but still decent, still enough to give Bosso that much sought after win. Oh, it's another push that has come through from Chisi on the far side. We're now going to be witnessing very shortly substitution, but first looking at that situation where Islanders vice captain Peter Mudua latching onto a loose ball that had come through, eluding everybody from that Andrew Mbebe free kick. And those fans are on cloud nine, aren't they? Mananga. Mananga, Banda, Tapera. So now we see the introduction of 16-year-old Prince Dube. He's waiting by the touchline. So that's Prince Ndlovu. Prince Dube, formerly of Highlanders, now in Tanzania. This is Prince Ndlovu. It's good to see Islanders getting the chance of fielding a 16-year-old in a big encounter like this. Even though it's going to be just the last few moments. On the wire, surely could have done better there. And that's the end of the game. Highlanders cruising to a 1-0 victory and managing to retain their position at the summit of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League standings. Highlanders 1, MANICA Diamonds 0. That's how it's ended here at Barbourfield Stadium. Let's hear the views of the two coaches and of course our man of the match. Back another 3 points for Highlanders and of course maintain your position at the summit of the long standings. A win against a team that was potentially going to be a big threat to you. How are you feeling?
A vitória que nos coloca no topo, como é que nos sentimos contra uma grande equipa, uma equipa que estava no topo também.
É verdade, foi um grande jogo contra uma grande equipe, bem comandada e que valorizou o nosso resultado. Foi um bom jogo, nós jogamos bem, criamos algumas oportunidades, não concluímos, mas fica a boa prestação que nós fizemos, jogadores fantásticos, estão com um espírito maravilhoso e isso é para continuar.
Yes, a good victory. We start well the game against a good team, well coached team. So one more time the boys, they did amazing with a good spirit. We did 1 goal, we didn't concede anyone. So more 3 points in our walk, in our race, and we are still going.
And look, on a day like today, where it seemed like it was just going to come from anybody, but Peter Mdua, your vice captain, getting to score, how do you feel about that? And you see the fans today, they are really happy about Peter and Ariel's efforts in coming through and being, long-serving members of Highlanders.
É a prestação da defesa, que os adeptos estão muito contentes conforme estamos a defender.
Isso faz parte do nosso trabalho. Nós trabalhamos, pensamos muito. É a época passada que sofremos muitos golos. Esse ano pensamos de outra forma de defender. E claro, os jogadores compraram tudo aquilo que nós pedimos, gostaram do trabalho e o mérito é todo deles, porque eles é que trabalham todos os dias, eles é que treinam todos os dias, eles é que chegam todos os dias com alegria para treinar e isso é tudo deles, eles são fantásticos.
So the fans, they should be happy about the back four performance, the people that play on back four, but also the other ones, the midfielder, because the midfielder is fighting too much in terms of second balls. Even the strikers, they are making the team compact. Everyone is being humble and playing for the team. So this is not about casualty, because in beginning of this season, we told in the press conference, in the first press conference, that we will not concede too many goals this season. So maybe the people think that is casualty, but no. We give the idea to the boys buy the idea that we try to sell to them. They are enjoying this idea, so what we can do, we just making some repairs and trying make more strong the idea that they bought.
A great many thanks, Coach, and thank you so much for joining us. All the best in your next encounter. It's a Coach Brito of Highlanders. He's buoyed, obviously, by his team's victory today, and also maintaining a 100% record ever since they've come back from the break, getting the 3 points today and managing to keep their 4-point advantage at the top of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. And there they are, just having a little chat with coach of MANICA Diamonds, Jairus Tapera. Coach Tapera, very difficult game that you've had today, and it was sad to concede from a free kick, a standard situation.
Oh yes. We knew, like I said, we knew that these guys are coming. They will come with set pieces, and I think we were ready. But you know, that's how it is. I think my boys. I'm proud of these guys. I think they are doing very well. They are playing excellently well. With this result, it will push us to do more next time, because we have seen some lapse in concentration, lapse in the movement, lapse in attack, especially in attack. We're getting the box in various numbers, and I think we can rectify. I'm hoping the next game will come right.
Just get to reflect on this one that we've just seen. In the first half, you're trying to play probably the long ball, but then I saw in the second half, you're now then starting to play, the short passes, your introduction of Pascal Mananga, and also, those neat little passes together with Mtasa up front.
Yeah, it was a strategy. We knew these young boys, they're very young, they've got energy, they had movement. So ours was to make sure we track them. The moment we get it, then we play on the wings so that we can penetrate. We did that in the first half from the right side. It was moving well, but the left side was tired. But then when we came back in the second half, we said, okay, this is how they are. I knew by that second half they were tiring up, so we had to introduce the other guys who can also play around the ball.
All the best of luck in your next encounter, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, tough luck in this one. Coach Jairus Tapera of MANICA Diamonds. But today, we are now joined by the man of the match, and a man who hardly deserves the round of applause that he was getting. Vice Captain Peter Mdua. Peter, you've been a resounding, fantastic player at the back for Highlanders. But today, you've got that goal. How are you feeling about that?
What I can say, I'm happy because we needed these 3 points. Always want to fight. Every game we play home, we want to win. So I'm happy for the result.
And as that free kick came, I see many of the times you always go and you want to come in with that strong aerial finish. But what was going through your mind when that free kick was being taken by Andrew?
Always want to deliver for Highlanders because I play with my heart. So always, if it's a set piece, I always go there to find something, maybe I can get something for the team. That's all right.
And we saw right now as the match ended, you and Ariel getting a big standing ovation. The fans getting to say that you've done well and you're long-serving members. How does that make you feel? The fans, all of them, giving a heartily clap for you like that.
I have to appreciate, Highlanders is a big team. So if supporters they are with you and they want you to play, you have to appreciate. You have to give it all for the fans. That's what I can say. I love Highlanders. That's what I do. That's all.
Are you feeling it? Do you think it's going to come home? Do you think the championship is going to be in your hands together with Ariel, the two of you?
What I can say too, I promise first that you are going to work hard. That's what I can say.
Thanks so much, Vice Captain of Highlanders Football Club, Peter Mdua. A gentle giant. He's done well with his team, and he's done well to even score today. That's how it has ended here at Barberfield Stadium. Highlanders winning by a goal to nil and further buttressing their position at the summit of the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League.
So that's the end of the game. Highlanders winning by a goal to nil against MANICA Diamonds at Barberfield Stadium, match day 16. That's how it concluded. Other matches that were going on around the country. Shesham in a goalless draw with her Black Rhinos at the Butter Stadium in Gweru. Simbabora going down by 2-1 to ZPC Kariba and Wange, and FC Platinum also sharing the spoils in a goalless draw in a match played at the Colliery Stadium in Wange. So we're going to start with the match that we were watching in studio. I'm joined by David Sengu and Limited Chikafa. We spoke about Highlanders and how good they are in the first half. Second half for them mostly it's, sitting back and making sure you don't do damage. And they did that just fine.
Yeah, they'll be managing the game. And so far, for the past, I think 14 games, 15 games, they've been doing the same thing, managing the game in the second half. They create nothing in the second half. It's all to do with possession, and whenever they come to defend, they come as a team and defend as a team. Pushing forward, there won't be any numbers. Then you look at all their small boys that were playing up front. Farasi, you talk of Ray Lunga, you talk of Mshore, will be playing on the left. All of them, they'll be coming back to help the defense with the defending. But going forward, there won't be anything to talk much about. So obviously they would want something, maybe another set piece. If you look at the time that they take on the ball, especially when they are in the attacking third, they'll be looking for that contact, so that they can go down and get something out of it. So it's something that they've mastered and practiced, and I've seen that several games. It's either it's Faras who's going down, it's either it's Mshore, even Andrew Mbeba himself, and he has proved to be the best free kick taker at the moment, especially in our league, because all the goals that Highlanders have scored, set pieces, and it's Andrew Mbeba. So in terms of assists, I think Andrew is on top of everyone in terms of assists. Maybe God knows Murwira following, but if you look at Highlanders, whenever they get a set piece, they make sure they make use of that set piece, because it might be one of the best set pieces that they can have, and they can get a goal out of that. So yeah, every second half, that Highlanders are going to be defending with all their lives.
Bit of a different half than we saw in the first. In the second half, Highlanders not giving much, as much like they were doing in the first half. MANICA Diamonds tried to come at them, but they were always found wanting in that final third. Can we say they were missing Fortune Benzi in terms of their mobility? Were they there?
Yeah, I think for MANICA Diamond, I would want to believe, they didn't have that cutting edge, I think, from the beginning. I think, like we said right from, I think, I feel like Donald Ngoma, he didn't do much. I don't know what exactly he was trying to do, because actually I didn't see much of him. I think maybe 60 minutes that he played, they didn't have that cutting edge, the Manica Diamond, right? I think the second half when they introduced Pascal, Talent Chamboko, okay, fine, they had some few touches, some few exchanges, but again, going forward, causing that havoc and threat, we didn't see much from them. I don't know what instruction Pascal had when he came in, because I thought maybe when they took off Libert, bringing in Pascal, I think maybe they wanted more bodies up front in the creative midfielder, someone who can just take the game to Highlanders. But we didn't see that. We didn't see much from Pascal. Actually, he was also coming too deep into the defense, coming to collect that ball, going past Braid. So at the end of the day, when you play like that against the Highlanders, and especially in their fortress in Baba Fields, I don't see you coming up with, goals, or maybe threatening, or maybe bombarding their goal area. Because you need players who can at least carry the ball, who can attack, who can at least play the ball between the lines. Because those guys, the likes of Peter, the Bongenis, they are good players whom, if you are not maybe taking them off positions when you're playing, facing your goal, you are doing justice to their play. That's their strength. That's what they do. So from Manica Diamonds, I didn't see all that happening at the end of the day. And to say Highlanders, maybe in this game, I didn't see much of them sitting back like they used to do. I think today they've got a different dimension of the game as well, though they didn't attack much like they did in the first half. But you can tell from their play that all they were trying to do in the second half was just managing the game as the game progressed. And this tactic actually is working for them. And it's a clear sign of a championship team. If you can score one and manage to defend the entire 90 minutes, then you're good to go. For me, I think Highlanders right now, I think we are seeing a full package from Highlanders. Maybe the only missing link right now are goals. Their strikers, I think they need to come up with goals. Their midfielders as well, they need to come up with goals, not only relying on set pieces. But apart from that, tactically, they are sound. They are doing it right. Whenever they score a goal, Highlanders are managing the game very well. At first, we thought maybe they'll crumble or they'll lose it out. But this is, I think, game number 5 that they've managed and absorbed every pressure that comes their way from every opponent, and they're doing it pretty well. I think Highlanders, they deserve the win at the end of the day.
David, I want to talk about the back four. You've got Ashford Fire on one side of that back four. Then you've got Andrew Mbeba, Mbongeni Ndlovu, and Peter Mudua. Is it because they are that solid that teams are struggling to penetrate? I think the only team that gave them, problems, it was Cranbourne Bullets. I think a couple of weeks back, they played against Cranbourne Bullets, and you could see Cranbourne Bullets going at them willy-nilly. And at one point, I think the goal that was scored by Cranbourne Bullets, it was because of the pressure Mbongeni Ndlovu handling inside the box. But from that game, we have virtually seen Highlanders, just doing what they want. Especially at the back, they are bossing around teams.
I think the issue is to do with the opposition that they are playing against. As long as all those teams have centre forwards that are static, that wants to play Magafura Traged, Highlanders will be happy, because that's where their strength is. Peter can just pick that one. Mbongeni will be just taking everything, because Mbongeni is not. His strength is not on one-on-one situations. He can have interceptions. He can help Peter in terms of aerial balls and all. But Peter, he has been solid. For the past games, if you look at the teams that they've been playing against, as long as there's a centre forward who wants to be on Peter's chest, then Peter will be happy to have that centre forward. But the game that you're talking about, Cranbourne Bullets, look at Cranbourne, the way they play. They have runners off the ball, which Highlanders struggled. So obviously, if Highlanders play against a team with such kind of players, look at the time that Charles Teguru came in. Andrew Mbeba was nowhere to be found, especially going forward. He was even afraid of going forward. because he knew that Charles Teguru is tricky, he can get past him. Then the right side where Tapera was, Fire as well. He was now solid. He was not even going forward. He was just solid so that they can maintain their shape at the back. Then you come up, Howard, with all these teams. I still feel MANICA Diamonds, their type of play, especially when Donald was there, suits Highlanders. Long ball to Donald. He was isolated, and Mbongen was just coming in. And Manira was just coming up and picking up Brighton, was coming up, picking up all those balls because there was no one closer to Donald because Brett was going deep to get the ball and he wants to come with the ball instead of supporting Donald, especially when they play a long ball. When they brought in Charles Teguru, he's short. Pascal Mananga is short. Tapera is short. Look at these three guys. But Brett as well, 4. But you still want to play a long ball when you've got these 4 short guys. And there is Andrew Beba, he's tall. Peter is tall. Bongen is tall. Fire is tall. Then you won't win the battle. So for Highlanders, I think it's no Vajatonya because they can just, jump, hit the ball, clear everything. And they are so good that they just come back. They don't give spaces behind their defense so as to defend. Howard, if you want to defend in blocks, you don't leave space behind for those runners. How many balls were put behind the defense? MANICA, but you try to beat the defense Highlanders. The moment they hit a long ball, it will straight go for a goal kick. The moment they want to hit a long ball, Fire is there to close on Tapera there. So for MANICA, I think it was more to do with taking shots from afar, but Libert was not even there. Talent never tried because he wanted to come deep where Farai Banda was so that he can receive balls and start playing. By the time they get to the byline, Teguru was not bringing in better crosses. So it didn't work for MANICA Diamonds.
Match day 16 done and dusted. The Highlanders taking on MANICA Diamonds was the game that we were bringing to you live right here on ZTN Prime, and it finished Highlanders 1, MANICA Diamonds 0. So I was asking David about how solid they are at the back. Even if you look at the statistics, match day 16, Highlanders have only conceded 4. And you look at the core of their team, from the goalkeeper, Ariel Sibanda, you go to Achford Fire, left back, right back, you come to the center half, even the 2 midfielders just in front, Brighton, Manire, Meleka, Ngube, they haven't changed really. We have seen them now changing the players who play up front. At some point Navai is going to come in. Mason Mushori is going to come in just to solidify that. But is it because the compactness, is it coming from the coaching side having more to do with keeping the core of the team together? Or it's just that these guys are that good?
I think, Howard, statistics actually don't lie. It's there for everyone to see. Highlanders, for me, they are so organized. I think this is the difference, I think, from most of the teams that we are seeing. In terms of defending, if you can go for just conceding 4 goals, Highlanders, I think right now, like we said, they are playing as a unity, as a team. They don't have, any enterprising player that you can single out at the end of the day. They are playing as a unity. So for them, I think in terms of solidity, in terms of organization, it's easier for them to, maneuver or maybe showcase that kind of organization because they are playing as a team. I think for them right now is working on well. I think for Coach Brito, maybe he had seen the kind of players that he have and he is using the players to their advantage. Highlanders right now, I think if we are to talk of strength, we cannot talk about scoring goals or keeping up possession, but we will talk of organization, tactical organization. I think Highlanders, they are tactically organized, especially when they don't have the ball, when they are not in possession of the ball, when they are defending. There is too much. I think maybe their solidity actually from the midfield up to the defense and up to Ariel. You can even tell Ariel when he has got the ball, he's not just one goalkeeper who is just pumping balls up front. He tries to keep possession by pinpointing a player maybe at an advanced position or playing with his defenders. I think he's also one guy, I think maybe he's commanding the defense very well. He's a seasoned player, and I think all those attributes that are actually helping Highlanders in not conceding goals at the end of the day. All they know is if we go up there, we score a goal. If we cannot get another one, then the opponents should not score. I think this is their role of play right now in terms of how they defend. And if you look at their midfielder right now, I think they are the first players who are putting that block in front of the two defensive midfielders. You see them coming in and forming a three-man block in front of the two defensive midfielders. I think that is really helping them. They are complementing each other very well. I would say hats off to Highlanders as it is right now, as it stands, because I'm yet to see a team that is organized, that is more organized, that can break Highlanders. You know, I was actually listening to Coach Tapera when he was saying, I'm happy with my charges. You know, when the coach is happy, it's after losing a game, and the coach is happy when you don't actually see, you know, that tactical aspect, what MANICA Diamonds really wanted to do, then you start to wonder, you know, where is this happiness coming from? You see? Because maybe they played according to instruction. Maybe that's what you wanted. Okay, fine, guys, we are going in there and do our damage control. We don't want to lose. If we are to lose, let's not lose with so many goals. I think maybe one will do us, we'll take it to another game. Because I didn't see much from MANICA Diamonds.
Maybe their game plan, you know, they came, they knew that they were going to play second fiddle to Highlanders. So losing by a goal to nil, maybe they knew that's what was coming. I'm going to stay with you, Limited, though. So you spoke about, you know, the mark of a championship winning side.
Oh, yes.
You know, whether things don't go your way, but you still grind result after result.
Yeah.
Can we place this tag on Highlanders now that they are a championship winning side?
For me, Howard, I think Highlanders, they are telltale signs. The signs are there, they are telling and they are showing. You know, they are sending the right message right now that we are there. Like I said, Highlanders is not a fancy team right now that can score 3 or 4 or 5. You know, it's not that team that you expect much in terms of scoring prowess. But it is a team that, you know, when they score, they try by all means to, you know, keep that or maybe safeguard whatever that they have got. And that's a sign of a championship team. For me, it is, because not all days that you can go out there and score 2, 3, or 4, especially in our league. We have seen that we always cry week in, week out. We are not seeing many goals. So at the end of the day, we know that at the end of the day, not too many teams that will come and score so many goals. Maybe 1 or 2. But if you can score 1, some teams, they are going for a goalless draw, maybe winning 1-0 or so. If you can do that, if you score and you make sure you close the shop, I think you are in the right direction as champions. I think this is what Highlanders they are doing right now. Because yes, Diva, we're not going to bore as like you're saying, but at the end of the day, you need to grind those results. But for me, I think Highlanders, as of today, I don't think they grinded any result.
But Lim, if you look at our league, and it's now more to do, we are talking of defenders now, more than the strikers. All over the world, they talk about the strikers, and they don't talk much about the defenders all over the world. But here in Zimbabwe, we are seeing praise for the defenders.
Okay, maybe you have inverted the pyramid.
Yes.
You're still talking about strikers, but the strikers are not good enough.
Howard, it's not about the strikers only. It's about even our own league. And imagine a coach, anakachinza 2-game ultimatum, akagoisa one of our like what Limited is saying. It's no bore. It's so boring.
Yeah, it's boring. It's boring to you.
But
remember. No. David, why are these football teams playing?
It's a competition.
Why? It's a competition.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, you need
it's about entertaining. It's about entertaining the fans as well. The fans.
Yeah, but why are they playing? They are playing because they want to be champions at the end of the day.
So
whatever is going to give you...
We can't all be champions, Howard. We can't all be champions, Howard. There are teams that we all know it will be very, very impossible for those
like
teams.
Which team?
for those teams.
Like which team?
So-
Do we have
because-
any team that gets into a league and say, no, we are just adding up numbers? We don't want to lose the champion.
But did you hear unonzwa matimu akawanda paanopinda muleague kuti we want to finish in the middle of the table kuti tisabude muleague our first season, then we see our progression. And
this way we have seen mostly with teams that get promoted. So this is our year of learning in the top line.
Not all teams come to play to win the league, and not all teams
so
are ambitious.
From the 18, let's take out 4 and possibly say, okay, Shesham, Greenfuel, Simba Bora, and Wange, maybe they are not in there to win it. Maybe they just want to consolidate their position.
Yeah.
Maybe year 2 probably they want. What about the other teams now? You think they don't want to win the championship?
Do you think they're that ambitious?
They are.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not.
I think
they are
also-
not ambitious.
Yeah, I think
they're
also-
not ambitious. Howard, if you want to enjoy being in the league, Howard, sometimes you cannot go pound for pound with Highlanders or Dynamos or Caps, but sometimes you have to fence your chances. You know what, guys? I think this game we can win it. You understand? Because kanama kutamba mimi mega makaenza na kudai. And sometimes we're not going to kurirwa na munofunga magaenza na naye.
All right, we just want to go for a quick break, but before we do that, you've got Jairus Tapera, who comes for post-match, and he's very comfortable with losing. Then you've got Brito, who comes in week after week, and you know he's so hungry to get more. Is it a question of, you know, some of these coaches coming in there not knowing what they want, or from a Highlanders perspective, Brito just knows, you know, what he wants and what his paymasters want out of the team?
Can I say something limited about that?
Okay.
Gona Brito last week, he said we are playing a team that we don't even know. Kutino Tamba say. And today he came up with the same narrative. We didn't know how our opponents play. And
I yes.
So which means he has always a game plan.
Yes.
If I play this team and ndine a chance yekuti ndinosvika ndikadai ndowana. But from what I heard Tapera achitaura, he said we knew Highlanders would be dangerous on set pieces.
But
so what did you do about it?
You see now. You see now.
You know?
Because but when you're practicing, Howard, there are things that you practice sometimes, and there are things that you don't.
So we're going to play Highlanders. We know they're very dangerous.
Then you work on that. But coach and defeated.
All right, match day 16 in the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League done and dusted. There were 4 games lined up today. In fact, let's go back to Saturday. There were about 5 games that were played on Saturday. Greenfield beating Dynamos by a goal to 0. Yada going down by 3 goals to 1. Tichikeni in Blau Chiefs 1, Rentals 2, Caps United in a 1-0 draw with Triangle. Cranbourne Bullets 0, Ngezi Platinum Stars 1. Then this afternoon, Highlanders, this was our featured match. Highlanders beating MANICA Diamonds by a goal to 0. Shesham and Rhinos settling for a goalless draw. Simba Bora going down to ZPC Gariba by 2 goals to 1. Wange 0, FC Platinum 0. When we come back, we look ahead to match day number 17.
Whether you are a kid or an old man, football gives you an equal opportunity to live the dream. This beautiful game lets us dream and live that dream in someone else's shoes. And dreams are what keeps us alive. Keep dreaming with the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. Bora Redu, March to December, live on ZTN Prime.
You're watching ZTN Prime, and this is live football. We had a match that was coming through from Barberfield Stadium. Highlanders taking on MANICA Diamonds, and Highlanders winning by a goal to 0. Peter Mudu scoring that solitary goal after 26 minutes. And with that, that was the end of match day 16. So we're just going to run through the log standings. Highlanders still on top on 34 points, followed by Ngezi Platinum Stars, who are on 30. Then you've got MANICA Diamonds third on 26, FC Platinum fourth on 26, Dynamos fifth on 25. And match day 17, that's the halfway mark. And Highlanders are looking like they're doing something. 4 points off the team that's second. That means a game and a draw, for Ngezi Platinum Stars to catch up with Highlanders.
Highlanders cannot afford to lose, Howard. Even a single game, especially coming to week 17, which is the mid-season. They cannot afford even to draw, because it will be very dangerous for them. Because games that will be starting to come, especially after the 17th game, and so yeah, all those teams that zamani makatamba nazo, especially my away games, my winner anenga, my home games, saka muno kwanza kwa 10 foot, especially those draws that they tend mostly 4-5 ayanga katiedzana. They need to turn those draws into wins, so that they don't keep on dropping points, because a draw is 2 points dropped. And remember, kuti munhu anenge achikuchesa yakawina, and anenge achitokavira gap. And with Ngezi Platinum Stars, youngsters mostly that plays up front, they're scoring goals for fun.
All right, so that's the next thing that we're going to talk about, because match day 17, Highlanders are playing away to Ngezi Platinum Stars, and most probably it's going to be played on Sunday. You look at that game, limited.
Yes.
They are 4 points off Ngezi, and they've got a chance to close the gap.
Oh, yes.
Do you see Ngezi doing, at this point, a Houdini, because Highlanders are on a roll? Do you see Ngezi Platinum Stars winning this game and, getting closer to Highlanders?
I think, Howard, this fixture, I think, is the most interesting fixture. I think week 17, Highlanders, Ngezi versus Highlanders. I think this is a chance now for, I think, both teams. Either for Highlanders to open a wider margin, a wider gap, or for Ngezi to close on the gap. Because right now, I think if Ngezi are to lose to Highlanders, they are opening a gap of 7 points. If Ngezi Platinum are to win this one, they are closing this gap to at least a point on going into the break or maybe halfway mark of the season. I think Ngezi Platinum, they want it more. I think there is no any other chance that they would want, or maybe really at the end of the day, than this that they have at their disposal, and especially at Baobab. I think Coach Teki Chiragui, I think he needed more, or maybe he needs to put his guns at the right time, and he just have to work on his charges very well. Like we have seen, Highlanders, they've not been scoring goals. I think that's the one aspect that will also give him an edge over Highlanders. Ngezi Platinum has been scoring goals. Highlanders, they're coming against a team that has been scoring. And Ngezi, they are coming against a team that has not been conceding of late. Hence, I said this is going to be one interesting fixture come weekend. For Ngezi, I think they've got what it takes to at least come up winners. Why am I saying so? Like David said, they've got the youngsters. They've got a team that is full of energy. Like we said and we agreed, Highlanders, as long as you take control, especially in the midfield, if you don't bypass your midfield, if you've got a young midfield and energetic midfield, knock the ball around, take the game to Highlanders, like we have seen teams doing a Cranbourne over Highlanders. Highlanders, they struggle to contain teams that actually take the game to them. I think Ngezi, they have got the capacity to play and, come up with something at the end of the day. And I'm seeing Ngezi Platinum closing the gap come over the weekend.
You think they will beat Highlanders for the first time? The Highlanders' first defeat of the season.
I'm convinced with what I've seen Texua Chiragwe doing, though it's not going to be easy with Highlanders right now, because you know how football is. You know, it's a crazy game. Highlanders right now, I think they've done themselves so much justice. You know, winning 5-6 games in a row, you know, it's a moral booster. You start to believe when you start to
We can do anything.
You can do anything. Even when the chips are down, you know, you just see things happening for you. And right now, as you heard Peter saying, right, that we want more and we're going to work more. Those are guys who are now seeing that they are already there, and week in, week out, they are doing this. It's just, they just have to replicate whatever they've been doing for the past 2 weeks into this fixture. Of course, I know it's not going to be easy for Ngezi Platinum, but also taking at what Texua Chiragi has at his disposal, he has got the ammunition to just...
Let me go to David, because I want to focus on that ammunition. David, we were talking about that backline, the solidity they've got, the Highlanders backline. Now, you look at the marauding forwards that Ngezi has got. You've got Tapiwa Mandinyenya, you've got Benura, you've got Murimba, you've got Murasiranwa. You know, Teki can call any of these guys at any given time. And we have normally seen him using 2 strikers. So from these 4, any 2 can start. And he's got the liberty to even change, you know, any time. And put in fresh legs. And now the mobility that these guys have and the solidity that Highlanders has got. How do you see this one panning out?
What I like most about Ngezi, Howard, is they've beaten FC Platinum, they've beaten Dynamos, they drew with Caps. The game that they could have won against Caps, especially first half, they missed a lot of chances, you know, comparing to most of the teams that they've played. The big teams that they've played, Ngezi, Pamberi Pavo, they've performed really well. So obviously, this game coming over the weekend, these boys, they are motivated. You know, you talk of Nigel Makumba, is a former Boso player. You know, Marvelous Makumba has played against Highlanders in so many games. When he was the Dynamos, was a Triangle, How Mine. You know, he has played in there. Kadi Amini as well. You know, then you look at those boys over the weekend, Howard, Pachamanyo, and it will be a totally different ball game altogether.
All right, I think we can talk because it's getting interesting. But match day 17 coming up next weekend, and this Highlanders and Ngezi Platinum Stars game is going to be live right here on ZTN Prime. But thanks a lot to David Sengu and Limited Chikafa. Certainly hope we'll be here next week again as we talk about the games that are coming. But match day 16 done and dusted. Results, once again, Highlanders 1, Manica Diamonds 0, Shesham 0, Black Rhinos 0, Simba Bora going down to ZPC Kariba by 2-1. FC Platinum and Wange settling for a goalless draw. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your viewing right here on ZTN Prime.
I've got a word for somebody. Life, just as we all know it, is full of emotions. Hakuna kana game 1 where in 90 minutes you can be able to fully express yourself like football. It's a goal! I was expected. If our favorite player scores, hi, congratulations! But if they miss, if the referee makes a very bad decision, we are so disheartened. If our team loses, I could go on and on and on and on. But simply put, football is 90 minutes of pure emotion.
Let your emotions run wild with the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League. Bora Redu, live on ZTN Prime.
but it'll be tries to catch him at the top edge. Tries it, goes high. Seam up, right in the slot.
Our football, all the way, all the goals, all the dribbles, and all the action for the die-hard fans. The Castle Lager Premier Soccer League is back on DSTV. Catch the action live and watch your favorite players.